Here's my story. So after I wasn't with Ranjan, because I waited for Ranjan for 4 years, so I had to let him go because he picked somebody else, and it's a different story. And then I met somebody else, and God said, the next person you're going to meet is going to be your soulmate. I'm like, really? He's like, yes. Ranjan was your twin flame, and he chose a different path, which is okay. Don't be mad at him. People got free will. And I'm like, okay, that's true. So I let Ranja go here. Here means Juliet. Ranja means Romeo in Indian. So here left Ranja this lifetime because she had to, because she waited for him for such a long time. But he didn't care about her, which was fine. Not fine, but she just had to let go, So I had to let go. And I did. But then I met this other person who was my soulmate, and I was asking Jesus. I didn't even believe Jesus. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah. So this person calls me, and I hear his voice. I hear this person's voice. I'm like, oh my God, it is him. Because I recognize his voice from Norway and from Paris, because I was with him in those lifetimes. And I was like, oh fuck, is this really him? So after I hung up the phone, I was asking Jesus. This was weeks ago. And Jesus goes, yeah, told you that is him. So then he was texting me, I was texting him. And then after that, he called me one more time. And then after that, and he made me some promises, indirect promises. You know what I mean? And then I was like, And then one day, just like that, he ghosted me. Why? I said, Jesus, why? Why did he do that? Jesus, you told me it was him. He said, well, he still has to heal. He has stuff going on from his childhood. He has to do inner child healing, Maybe he was abandoned when he was little. So he abandoned you before you abandoned him. That was one of the reasons. And you were abandoned too, but you healed that. I healed you from that, didn't I, divinity? I'm like, yeah, you did. So, and also, you found out that he was seeing somebody else, and you're like, no, I'm not going to be a third-party situation because you're not into that, right? Nope. I said, nope. So I had to let go too. Because when I confronted him, then he stopped texting me because he knew I knew. He didn't know how I knew. I knew. You just know, right? Right, women? Ladies? You just know, right? But the sad thing is, it was him. It was him. Yeah. And I think his ego won. He picked his ego instead of his heart. His heart told him what to do, right? And his ego told him what to do too, but he picked his heart. Why he picked his ego was because his friends told him. No. Because, a lot of people ask other people, what do you think about her? I don't know why they do that, They should listen to their heart, right? But he didn't want to listen to his heart because he never knew. He never knew what unconditional love was. He just didn't know. And when he found out that I was giving him unconditional love, he was like, wait a minute. I do love this girl, But it was too late though, right? Because I was gone by then. Yeah. But then Jesus told me this morning, it's never too late. People got to do healing, divinity. Give them time. But divinity, everything has an expiration date. You understand? I'm like, yes. Pray for him. And I do. That's my story. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm always going to be okay because I got my Jesus with me. He's always with me. But the more I think about this situation, I get saddened in my heart. Like, how can you give somebody empty promises and then ghost them? Why would you do that? If you didn't mean what you said, then why did you even say it? You know, you should have been honest and say, look, I'm interested in you, but I do have a girlfriend, so I really shouldn't be interested in you. So let's just be friends, right? And I would have been okay with that, right? Just be friends, strictly friends. But no, you led an angel on, and then when she found out your truth, she wasn't happy. So why would, and if I would have done that to you, then what? And I know that you said a lot of shit about me to your friends too. You turn the whole situation around and you start saying shit about me. First you said good things about me, but then you said shitty things about me. But all the shitty things you said about me was your projections. And now you can't even say sorry because you're embarrassed, right? I wish you would just take the mask off and be real. Be real, you know? But then I thought, the heart has to break many times because when we are born, people, we're born with a beautiful red heart. And then when we're in this world, our heart breaks so many times. And I've read this somewhere, and I actually wrote a poem about it too. The heart has to break so many times in order to get to its original state. And I guess somebody broke your heart, but you never healed your heart, did you? But then you wanted to break my heart? Why? 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 Why did you do that? I'm not even mad at you. I just feel sad about it. Like, I was your friend first, always. And I didn't want your riches. I didn't. And you probably, maybe your friend said, oh, she's after your money. Really? No. I didn't want your riches. I didn't want your gifts. The only gift I wanted from you was your loyalty and respect and integrity and a backbone like a man is supposed to have. Right? Yep. That's all I wanted. I didn't want anything else. Loyalty. Honesty. But you just ghosted. Just like that. Just acted like I was a stranger then. Yeah. And how do you think that made me feel? Why am I telling you this, guys? I don't care. I'm not here to hide anything from you. If anybody could learn from my story, I'll be happy. That's why it's so important to love yourself, because people will leave you, right? Yeah, I'm sad, but I'm not broken. Like, oh my God, I can't live without him. No. I'm sad, yes. I got fucking emotions, you know? But I'm not broken. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. Fuck no. No. I'm going to accept what is, and I'm gonna do me. You know, so if anybody could learn from me, maybe you went through this. Yeah. Don't hate the person, because guess what, guys? It's sad to say, hurt people, right? Yeah. And another thing I found out, that after I found out that he was in a relationship, I found out that his girl was doing dark arts on me. There we go again. Like, what the F? And she was doing dark arts on him too, but he didn't believe in all that. Yep. She was making his brain all foggy and all messed up. Yeah, people could do that, yeah. but God will take care of her. Oh, yeah. Because when you break two people that love each other from past lives like that, you got some karma coming to you. Big time. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to be all right. I'm just sharing this with you because maybe this is your story. I don't know. Let's see what this card says. Courage. I got courage to come out here and tell you my story. You have courage because everybody got a story. My story might not match your story, right? I don't know. But what is your story? Hold on, my camera's messing up here. So my story might not match your story, right? But it's okay. At least I got to tell you my story. I'm gonna be okay. Am I looking for another person? No, I'm not. Because I feel in my heart love will find its way if it was true love. And if not, that's okay because I still love me. You know what I'm saying? I still love me and I still love my Jesus. You know, he comes first. And if Jesus has to rewrite my story, he will. You know, but I wish you luck. You know who you are, whoever's watching. Safe journey. Toodles.